All right, so we've been following the Celestine Company on this mission, right? It all started with so much hope, but now they're deep inside the Sunless Citadel, and that hope is about to be pushed to its absolute breaking point. This is it. This is the story of their final tragic showdown, with the curse at the heart of all this darkness.
So, let me ask you something. What happens when the very people you came to save turn out to be the monsters you have to fight? Because, that question, it defines everything that's about to go down. The mission seemed so simple on paper, right? Rescue the lost adventurers. But what they actually found? Well, it's a nightmare that's going to test them like never before. And just as a quick reminder, these are the 5 heroes who walked right into this mess. You've got Tendo, the Aarakocra ranger. His sharp eyes are about to see way more than he bargained for. Then there's Irie, our halfling rogue, whose quick thinking is going to be pushed to the absolute limit. We have Takklin, the dwarven paladin, and let me tell you, his faith is about to face a serious trial. Zaya, the half-elf cleric, her divine light is about to go head-to-head with a really, really ancient shadow. And finally, Winter, the human sorceress, whose magic is about to confront a type of corruption she never could have dreamed of. That's our crew, the Celestine Company.
Okay, so how did they get here? It all started back in Oakhurst, with a desperate plea to find some missing adventurers. Simple enough. That path led them through ancient traps, past undead guardians at the Citadel's entrance. Then things got complicated. They made a shaky alliance with some kobolds, took down a goblin king, but that victory? It just peeled back a layer to reveal something much, much worse. And now they followed the tracks all the way down into what looks like the final cavern, the heart of all this rot.
And this is what's waiting for them. Imagine this, a huge cavern, the only light coming from this weird glowing fungus. And right there, in the middle of it all, is the source of the evil, the Gulthias Tree. And I'm telling you, this thing is not natural. It's a monument to sickness. You can practically feel the evil energy humming in the air, its roots digging through the ground like twisted, corrupted veins.
And who's standing there, right in front of this monstrous tree? Its keeper, a guy named Belak the Outcast. As soon as the company walks in, he just drops this bombshell, this one chilling line that changes everything. See, the adventurers, they came all this way to rescue. Oh, they've been found all right. But saved? Not even close.
And this right here, this is the moment the entire mission just completely falls apart. On one side, you have the hope they came in with, a heroic rescue. And on the other, the gut punch of reality. The young heroes from Oakhurst, their minds are gone. They're just empty shells, puppets being controlled by Belak, and this tree. There's no clean win here. No way.
And just like that, with a single command from Belak, all hell breaks loose. The enthralled adventurers, and get this, Belak's giant frog companion, they just turn and attack the Celestine Company. And they fight with this dead-eyed, unnatural strength. It's creepy. Their movements are all stiff, like puppets on a string, just completely driven by the tree's evil will. You have to understand, the company is in an impossible position here. Tango's firing arrows, but he's trying to pin them, not kill them. Irie's using her daggers to disarm, not to injure. Winter's throwing up ice walls, just trying to hold them back. They're shouting their names, the names of the Oakhurst kids, desperately hoping to snap them out of it. But it's useless. All they get in return is just brutal, relentless violence.
It's just not working. Their pleas are falling on deaf ears because, well, there's nobody home. The people they came to save are gone, their minds totally scooped out. So this isn't a rescue mission anymore. It's a fight for their own lives, and it's forcing them towards a choice that nobody should ever have to make.
And in that moment of awful clarity, it's Takklin the Paladin who steps up. He's had enough. While Belak is just screaming all sorts of vile things, Takklin just charges. One mighty swing of that huge double-bladed axe and it's over. He cuts right through the Druid's ranting and strikes him down. Belak goes silent, his body just collapsing at the foot of that horrible tree. Okay, so Belak is dead. Problem solved, right? Well, not exactly. As the noise dies down, there's this new question hanging in the air. Yeah, the puppet master is gone, but what about the source of the puppets? The tree is still there, still pulsing with that sick, pale light. The evil hasn't been defeated. It's literally rooted to the spot right in front of them.
While everyone else is staring at the tree, Zaya, the cleric, goes to check on the fallen adventurers. And what she finds is chilling. She discovers the physical proof of what's happened to them. There are actual knots of wood growing through their skin. They've been bound, body and soul, to the tree. This was never just mind control. It's a full-on physical corruption, a druid's curse.
Ziara stands up. Her face is just grim. And she lays out the terrible truth. That tree, it's not just a plant. It's a prison. And as long as it's alive, she says, their souls can never, ever be free. They'll be trapped forever, never finding any peace.
And Takklin, he gets it instantly. He raises that axe again, but this time it's not in the heat of battle. This is a judgment. You can hear the sound of steel hitting wood, echoing in the cavern. He strikes it, and again. This crimson sap, thick as blood, starts pouring out. And then, with one last, massive blow, the trunk just splits wide open. A wave of pure energy erupts, and that sick, evil light from the tree, it's just gone, snuffed out for good.
So the curse is broken. You'd think there'd be cheers, right? But no. In the sudden, total darkness, there's just silence. The adventurers they came to save are lying still. See, to free their souls, they had to destroy the evil magic that was animating their bodies. It's a total victory, for sure, but the price they paid was just as total.
It's a heavy mood as the company gets ready for the long climb out. They carefully wrap the bodies of the fallen adventurers to bring them home for burial. And while they're looking through what's left of Belak's camp, they find something, one thing that wasn't touched by all the corruption. It's this beautiful long sword, covered in divine runes, and it has a name, Shatterspike.
And Zaya, she recognizes it immediately. This sword belonged to the cleric from the Oakhurst group. So she picks it up. But this isn't some prize, you know? It's a duty. It's her making a promise. The original owner's fight might be over, but the light she fought for? That's not going out. Not on Zaya's watch.
So they finally leave the darkness of the sunless citadel. But as they go, Takklin looks back one last time. And what he says just kind of hangs in the air, this final ominous thought. Yeah, they won the battle, they chopped down the evil they found here, but evil has a way of sticking around, doesn't it? And it really makes you wonder, are some roots just too deep to ever really be destroyed?